Sometimes you may want to capture data from a form that already exists on your website into ACT Marketing Automation. In this video, I want to show you how you can attach a landing page to a form that has already been created on your website. For the sake of explanation in this video, I'm going to use the free trial form on the ACT.com website as an example. So if I go to ACT.com and click the free trial button on the right, you can see that there's already a form on this page. Now this part is very important. In order for me to attach a landing page to this form and begin collecting that data in my ACT Marketing Automation account, I must be able to edit the code of this web page. If I don't have access to edit this web page, then I'll need to get in touch with my web admin who can help me. This prevents me from stealing form data from websites that I do not own. But let's just say for the sake of the example that I am the webmaster of ACT.com. So I'm going to create a landing page that pulls these 6 fields, first name, last name, company, phone, email, and country, into ACT Marketing Automation. To begin, I'm going to go back to ACT Marketing Automation and look at the landing pages screen. From here, I'll go to my Actions menu and choose New Page. First, the page name. This is what will show up in the title bar of their browser tab. So I'm just going to put in, sign up for a free ACT trial. Smart tags are there for you to organize your different pages. These are kind of like hashtags. For page type, because I'm using a pre-existing form that's already live on my website, I'm going to choose My Website from this list. The redirect URL is the page where we will send them upon submission of the form. If you don't know this URL, well, you can always submit the form with dummy data and then grab the URL for the page that you see after submitting the form. I'm just going to put the ACT homepage there. Next up is notifications. Here you want to enter an email address or a list of email addresses only if you want to receive an email notification every time this form is submitted. Perhaps you should put the email for someone on your sales team here so they can jump on these fresh new leads. The auto response field is there so that whenever someone submits the web form to you, you have the option to automatically add them into a current email campaign. All you have to do is simply select the campaign from this list to automatically trigger that process for each person who submits the form to you. I'm going to skip that for now. Allow duplicates is just as you'd expect. You can eliminate duplicate entries for people who fill out the form more than one time. This triggers off of a match in the email address of your form. And finally, assign contact to. Here you can decide ahead of time who will be the account manager for all contacts that get created by this web form. Once you're finished with all that, scroll to the top and click Create. This screen shows a workflow view for this landing page. Now we're going to create a form that's identical to the one already on our website. And that way, we can make sure that all of the field data matches perfectly before we start receiving submissions. To start creating this form, I'll click on the Form step, and then I'm going to choose Edit Form and click Go. Now in the Pages area, it doesn't matter what we put in the page title field or the Submit Button text field, because this form is actually going to be behind the form on ACT.com. This form will not be seen by our end users, so it's okay for me to leave these fields alone. However, I need to go to my Actions menu and choose Add Control. A control represents a question or a field from the form of our website. The first field on our form is first name. So I'm going to choose a single text box and click Add Control. And now in the Enter Your Question box, I'm going to type first name. Since this is a required field, I'll make sure I check the box that requires an answer to this question. And I'm not concerned with the width or height of this box, but I am concerned with mapping this field to the field in my ACT database. This is what makes the whole landing page work, so be careful here. I'm going to leave contact in the first dropdown, but then in the second dropdown, I need to make sure I choose first name. Now I'll go back to my Actions menu and choose Save and Return. Now in the Layout area, we can see that the first name question is here. Now I'm going to add a second one for last name, and there are 2 ways to do this. I could go to my Actions menu and choose Add Control, or an easier way to do this is to just click the plus button to add an additional control question below the current one. I'm going to pause now and add controls for last name, company, phone number, and email. Okay, now I've added fields for first name, last name, company, phone number, and email. The last field on our list is for country, And you might think that I need to choose a drop-down list here, but that's not the case because the form on my website already has the drop-down list built. Because of that, my landing page is only going to grab whatever the customer selects on that list. So, for country, I can make this a single text box as well. I'll type in country, require that field, and I'll make sure I map it to business address country. Then I'll go to Actions and click Save and Return again. Once I see all these fields correct on my page view, I should go to Actions and then once again click Save and Return. Now I'm viewing my workflow, only now the form area contains all the fields mapped from the form on my website to the actual fields that I need. The next step is to get the HTML script for this landing page, which I would then copy to the web page where my form resides. And this is simple. We'll just go to my Actions menu one more time and click Generate HTML Script. I should now copy all of the HTML script in this box and then deliver that to the web developer for my site. They should then paste that code on the same page where this form exists. That will then enable this landing page to capture the data on each form submission.